The KwaZulu-Natal government is aiming at securing over 90 billion rand in pledges from investors through its two-day 2025 KZN Trade and Investment conference. The conference, which is being held at the Durban ICC, brings together leading domestic and international investors. The aim is to position the province not only as a gateway to Africa's economy, but also as a dynamic competitive hub for global trading. For more, we cross to SABC News reporter Nonjabulo Mntungwa-Makamu. Good afternoon, Nonjabulo. Thank you very much for joining us. So the provincial government is aiming at securing over 90 billion, was certainly a tall order, and this is all in pledges in the next 2 days. Firstly, just take us through or give us context when we talk about the KZN Trade and Investment Conference. What is it all about?
Well, yes, greetings to you, Mfundo, and the viewers. And of course, we are coming to you live from the Durban ICC. Right now, as I am speaking to you, Mfundo, we are at the exhibition part of this conference. Well, this conference, it is a two-day conference, Mfundo, and it is a conference that is actually expected to attract as many investors for the province of KwaZulu-Natal. It's all about trying to secure those investments. As I speak to you, Mfundo, here, the exhibitors that are here, it includes some of those who are trying to attract some of those investors, as well as the municipalities, government entities who are showcasing some of their products. We do understand that, Mfundo, there's also going to be a deal room where some of these promoters, they're also going to be given an opportunity to showcase their products. But just to speak to us more, Mfundo, about this conference, it is, of course, the MEC for Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Reverend Musa Zondi, for the province of KwaZulu-Natal. MEC, thank you so much for joining us. MEC, we do understand that there's been a lot of talks around the pledges that were made, especially last year during the 2024 Trade and Investment Conference, about 85 billion rand of pledges. How far in terms of, those projects into fruition?
Yes, last year pledges of 85.2 billion rand pledges were made last year, but we gave them a period of 3 years to say within 3 years you must have hit the ground implementing your projects. We are overwhelmed in the sense that over 60% of those pledges are already at implementing stage. Trenches are being dug, the cranes are flying, and people are working, wheelbarrows are moving, and there is nothing that makes us happy because it moves us from theory to reality. So even within a year, if they can attain over 60%, it's actually 68% of those pledges being at an implementing phase. This is what we want. This is what we hope for as well with the new pledges that we are encouraging this year, so that we do not actually look at what we are doing here as something theoretical, because there is a sense of urgency. Because what is it that we are trying to fight against or to promote or to push? We're pushing back the frontiers of poverty and unemployment. We're creating opportunities for our people to get jobs. And through these investments, new industries, new factories in the various sectors, be it locomotives, be it mining, be it logistics, be it in the blue oceans economy, across the entire spectrum, in tourism, they are coming up in retail. For example, the people in Zululand that I spoke about, they have now a huge mall, a shopping center. It's the biggest that side of the Tukela River from where we are standing, the Princess Mkabayi Mall. It comes out of these pledges. It's already finished. People are already enjoying it. So people in the hinterlands, it becomes very difficult for them to see. They think it ends up here at the ICC. In Mpangeni, the Mulman Group he pledged last year. They will be opening a huge mall in the Umhlathuze municipality next year. That is within a year. they will be having a huge shopping mall in their doorsteps.
MEC, I know that you also spoke a lot. You emphasized especially on issues around the bottlenecks, issues of red tapes, which you said that they're causing some sort of a delay in attracting investors.
No, investors do come, but the problem is that the moment they land here, then there are municipal bylaws. When they are looking for land, they want to build, they find that there are 101 papers and applications that they must fill. That is the red tape that militates against investments. That is why the Provincial Executive Council, which is the cabinet of KwaZulu-Natal, approved the proposal from the Premier to say in his office he wanted to establish, which is already established, a central investment office, which is going to facilitate, to work with these investors so that they don't run around to Home Affairs on their own. They don't run around applying for electricity on their own. They don't run around to municipalities applying for this paper. They don't run around applying for environmental impact studies. All must be done on the same desk within a few days so that these investors can hit the ground running.
MEC, thank you so much for your time. Well, that was the MEC for Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, Reverend Musa Zondi. And of course, we do understand that tomorrow, on the last day of this conference, there is going to be an announcement in terms of how many investors have pledged to invest in some of the projects that are here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal.